Max strength gear. It's something that I've really wanted to start working on for my hardcore for a long time. I've been taking a lot of steps to try and get it, but we're still missing quite a few items for it. The three main items that we're going to be focusing on this video are the Bandos tassets, the Ferocious gloves, and of course the Avernic Defender hilt. Now the Fremennik Exiles quest has yet to be released, so working on the best in slot helmet is something that's most likely going to take place in the next video. However, for the rest of this video, I want to work on those items, and I know that a lot of people are also going to be saying you need the Infernal Cape for max strength. That's definitely true, and I'm going to be working on that in the near future. I just want it to be the last piece of the puzzle because it was the original goal of my account, and I think it would be the best way to end off getting max strength. Later on in this video, I also have a very near-death experience, so feel free to look forward to that as well. That all being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's start off by killing some General Grottor for those Bandos tassets. Not niche mains, they'll still be hardcores and it'll still be like big risky stuff. It's just, I want to do stuff that other hardcores haven't done before. And I know there are still some things, especially, you know. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Alright, boys. I'm a very happy guy. Goodbye. I am a very happy person right now. Now, I am honestly so over the moon that I got that so quick after going back to Bandos. That is amazing. 512 KC for Bandos completion, minus, of course, the boots, but I don't really care about the boots. It's really good. So this is what I'm comparing it to, because this is probably the closest thing to compare it to is the Varric skirt. So it's got, like, you know, mid-80s in all of its defensive bonuses, and of course the 4-prayer bonus. Then you compare it to the tassets, a little bit less melee defense, but way higher range defense. Still has a 1-prayer bonus, and of course the biggest factor is the 2 melee strength. Now, well, 2 melee strength bonus on its own is of course not a max hit, because I believe it's every +4 strength bonus to be a max hit. That is still so ridiculously good, and it puts me just one step closer to having absolute max melee on this account. The full Bandos is achieved. Bandos as a boss is done for now, unless I decide to go back for completionist reasons. The only things that I'm missing for max strength now are, of course, the Ferocious gloves from Hydra, and obviously the Infernal Cape, which, now that I have max strength aside from those two items, I'm kind of leaning more towards the idea of just trying to grind out an ACB and doing an ACB Infernal run. But I'll have to kind of debate that a bit more later. For now, I'm going to head back to Slayer, get to test out the tassets a little bit, I guess, and hopefully pick up a Hydra task and keep working on getting those Ferocious gloves. Bandos tassets are a very important item. But you know what else is important? Protecting your online information and being secure. Lucky for you, Dashlane can help with that. Dashlane is a desktop and mobile app designed to make everything you do online safer. It has a lot of useful tools like password managers, autofill for personal information and payment details, VPNs with country selection for safe private browsing, and most importantly, breach alerts for when sites that contain your information get compromised. These things happen more and more lately, so it's important to keep yourself safe by using Dashlane. Now, what if Dashlane gets hacked, you might be asking? Well, you'd still be fine, because Dashlane stores and decrypts your information locally on your device using your master password, keeping all of your personal information safe from prying eyes. Once again, a massive thank you to Dashlane for sponsoring this video. It really does help a lot, and if you guys want to support me or get your hands on any of the services that they provide, you can go to dashlane.com/LSG, or click the link in the description or the pinned comment to try Dashlane for free on your first device, and make sure you use my code LSG for 10% off. On top of that, to address a question a lot of you guys were worried about in the last hardcore video, don't worry, the information that you see on screen during that promotional reel is not real information. I am not doxing myself, I promise, it's okay. So I blew through a bunch of Slayer points and did a couple quick Slayer tasks, but we did pick up our next big goal, which is finishing off the Alchemical Hydra. 151 kills with braces should get me to like 200 kills. I should get pretty close to 1000 KC from this, or at maybe like 950 or something, so if I don't have leather by around then, that's gonna kind of suck, but if I do, that means that I can not only be done with Hydra, but actually stop using Konar as a Slayer Master, and then just go back to using Duradel for Aviancies. And eventually Spiritual Creatures whenever I want to do Saragadors. So around the time that this video was being recorded, I was still having my computer issues. So I figured that what I would do, and what I could do without really risking my account by going out and doing more things like Theater of Blood and Hydra, is I could just do tons of farm runs. So I do have plenty of leftover Renar and Snap Seeds from all of the grinds that I had been working on recently, namely Callisto, dropped a lot of those, and I figured, hey, why not go ahead and start farming some of them, since I could actually work on getting some potions that I was pretty low on anyway. I did farm pretty much all of my snap seeds, so I have about 1,000 banked. I don't think I'm going to farm anything else right now, unless I just get in the habit of just doing more farm runs, because I have all these Rennar seeds, but I also have plenty of prayer potions already made, so not really all that concerned with that one there. Maybe some other stuff, I don't know, we'll figure it out. But either way, gonna go get some secondaries at some point. That's gonna take like 5 hours to make all of the potions that I have, probably more like 3 or 4, but we'll get it done. We'll get it done. Well, on our return to Hydra, we are 800 KC now. Still waiting on just the leather is the last thing we need, and then we can actually leave this boss. The jar would actually be pretty cool too, just because if we get the jar and the leather, then I'll have the whole collection log filled out, so that'd be pretty interesting. This has gotta be such a rare drop. Double Onyx Bolts from Hydra. I've never seen that before. That's actually ridiculous. I have so many of these in the bank now too. Obviously don't need money because Hydra, but it's, I guess, cool to stack them up. Once again, trying to return to doing some Theater Blood on the hardcore, and I mentioned this in the last video, but doing the warm-up run. And on the warm-up run, we saw another purple. Luckily, it's not in my name this time, because it's gonna be a Scythe. Alright, let's...
It is gonna be a Scythe.
Oh, okay, you know
Damn.
what? I'm actually pretty happy that's not in my name. It's not a great item. But the luck continues, man. The luck continues. Got through it. Almost got through the spiel without messing up. But I would be genuinely appreciative. Holy... I don't know why I'm doing the fist in the air thing. I don't know what this is. I'm done. Dude, I'm done. I'm done with Hydra. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, make sure you leave a like, as well as subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell for notifications. All these things help my videos get seen by more people. You can also click any of the videos in the recommended sidebar once you're done watching, and hopefully it'll help YouTube recommend me more. This is something else, man. This is something else. I'm so excited about this, because the real time is the next best in slot item for strength, the new Neat's Helm. It comes out next week, I'm pretty sure. So that means that that's now something that I can probably dedicate in the next video to working on. I think for the rest of this one, we're probably just going to do a lot of Theater Blood, maybe some chambers. I don't know. But let's go ahead and just peep the collection log, because this is a really, really big deal. Alchemical Hydra, 884 kill count. We have gotten everything in here except for Dragon Knives and the jar. But dude, that is amazing. I am so over the moon with this. I know, like, in video form that you guys are like, oh, you're drolling on about this. Dude, I'm just so happy. This is so cool. I've never actually finished Hydra before, and it was in a really good amount of kills, too. There's some stuff that happens with this leather that is not just cool for the leather itself, but I think it's this one. Yes? Are you sure you want to make the ferocious gloves? This will make them untradeable. Yeah, because I trade so much. Here we go. Okay, don't walk away from it, Billy. Finish making it first. Ferocious gloves obtained. All right, now I'm gonna head back to the bank, put on the strength gear that we have so far, and then I'll tell you guys why this is such a big deal. All right, the moment of truth. Look at it. Put all the gear on once again. Still gonna misclick on about half of it trying to put this on. It's gorgeous and I love it. Now there are a few key things missing. Actually, 3 key things missing here. Technically 4 for max strength. Now the biggest one is the Infernal Cape. That was the original goal of my account, and I am going to continue working towards that. I think at some point in the near future here, I'm going to start working on getting Rangers so that I can get Pegasians. Then I'm going to head over to Sara God Wars, maybe start getting an ACB and an SGS, as well as continuing to work on the T-Bow before we jump into Inferno. The helmet actually is current best in slot, but is going to quickly be replaced by the Neat's Helm that is going to be added with the Fremnik Exiles quest. And then, of course, the last item is the Defender, which you guys know I've already been hunting for the Avernic Defender. Which probably leaves a lot of you guys wondering, what is the 4th thing? Well, recently I've actually been debating doing the Song of the Elves quest. Song of the Elves would give me access to the Gauntlet, which I could do for the Blade of Saldor, which would be a better weapon for the Theater of Blood. It does require charges, but it charges more than it used to when it originally came out per Crystal Shard, so it's something that I've been debating going after. On top of that, I could also go for the Crystal Tool Seed, which would be able to make the Crystal Pickaxe, and I'm pretty sure that I would probably be the only hardcore with a crystal pickaxe if I managed to get that. So those are some of the other things I'm debating doing. Now for the comparisons, because I do this all the time, and a lot of people are genuinely curious what the differences are between the Barrows gloves and the Ferocious gloves. So as you can see, accuracy bonuses, defense bonuses, 12 melee strength. You switch over to here, much higher accuracy bonuses for melee, but no defense and slightly higher strength. Now, I don't really know where I'm going to use these besides chambers, because I think I will use them in chambers. But with this and the tassets, that's adding 2 switches that I wouldn't have had before. So when I do head back there, I'm probably going to have to rework a lot of my inventory around that, because I'm not really sure how that's going to go. But it is about half of a max hit and some accuracy bonus. Does have some decent use, because chambers, honestly, even if that's the only place where I find to use this item, aside from regular Slayer and whatnot, that's a long grind. So I will have a lot of use for this item. Now, this is another really big thing that I kind of touched on earlier, but didn't fully finish my thought process with. As you guys know, the only Slayer Master that assigns Hydra is Konar. Now, I'm done with Hydra, so I don't need to use Konar as a Slayer Master anymore, which is fantastic, because other than Hydra, the assignments here are pretty wonky. So I can actually go back to using Dirtel when I want to work on Avian Seas and get Basilisks pretty soon in the future here. So once I'm done with this task, which I'm now just going to go finish off on the small Hydras, I'm going to be just done with Konar too. That's amazing. Well, there it is. I finished the task on the small Hydras, and we are done. There is no more Hydra that should ever take place at all on this account, and that's super cool. So I don't think I'm going to pick up a Dirtel task right now, because I can just distract myself with other things, working on little side goals and stuff on this account to save myself some points, since if this update for Basilisk Knights does come out next week, I would like to actually have the ability to get the task instantly and not have to skip a bunch of stuff. Okay, I forgot to do this. 5 remaining Brimstone keys. We're going to go ahead and open up the Brimstone chest 5 times just to get whatever we're going to get. That's a very nice one. Dragon Arrow Tips. Redwood Tree Seed, don't really care that much. Steel Bars, good for cannonballs. And 41 Dragon Dart Tips? That seems really low, but it's a good item. So, we have no Brimstone keys, no remnants of Konar remain on this account. Goodbye forever, Konar. I did not get a purple, no one on my team got a purple, and this is the warm-up run on my regular iron. However, we did just see our first pet. So, Kurt got a duplicate pet on his ridiculously high KC. I'll put the picture up on the screen now. So that's the first one we've seen while doing these Theater of Blood runs. It's something. It's not an item, but it's something.
Roll.
Oh.
Well, I'm already off.
This one? Okay, it's not this
No,
one.
no.
My bad.
I feel like you just got chanced there.
I didn't. I was low.
Oh, but so it could have meleeed you.
Oh yeah, maybe. Cutting it close, but this wasn't the near-death experience I was referring to in the beginning of the video. I did in fact find a use for my max strength gear. Killing Spidines. I mentioned earlier in this video that I wanted to actually start stocking up on superstores, because painfully to admit I have 2. Just a little bit low. So I spent about 3 or so hours killing Spidines to get these red spider eggs. I have plenty of snapdragons. I'm gonna go turn those in Narda and then make those potions. I totally forgot that this was actually something that this was like going to happen. But you know, when you make potions, you actually gain experience. You know, surprising fact there. And when you gain experience, you gain levels. So level 91 Herblore, this is like the first level I've gotten on this account in a very long time, because I'm just really not much of a skiller. So, kind of cool, I guess. Almost done making the potions. I went to decant all my potions, and I didn't grab the 1 stack of potions that's actually somewhat relevant right now, which is the ones that I just made. So let's decant these now, grab all of the beautiful restores that we're gonna have, and that is a lot of super restores. So that is actually really satisfying. This tab is now looking very, very nice again. I do still have plenty of other stuff that I can make. I have a bunch of Renar weeds here, and then a bunch of Renar seeds too, so I'm not really worried about herblore stuff for quite a while. But now to wrap this video up, I want to get 50 Theater of Blood KC because that's a pretty good round number to stop on, so let's go do that. It's the first purple we've seen in, I think, like 10 or so, maybe 15, I don't know. It's been a lot of warm-up runs because I've been a little out of it lately, but looks like not mine, so this is fine. Let's see what it is. Okay. Okay, I'm not on the hardcore yet. And now it's time for my closest brush to death on this account to date. Oh, maybe I got it. Okay, I don't got it. I was just one tick away from losing my hardcore status.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this again so I can explain to you guys what's actually happening. One of Verzik's special attacks is the green ball attack that will always deal 70 plus damage. I saw that this attack was about to happen and prepared myself, realized the attack was on me, and began to eat past full HP to protect myself. However, at this time, Verzik also was knocked down below 20% HP, meaning that these portals spawned right when the ball was already chasing me. These portals deal damage based on your current HP. Because of the fact that I was trying to eat past full to avoid dying to the 70 plus damage of the green ball attack, I was hit for basically the highest amount that I could be hit for. After getting hit a 60 by the portal, which was basically just bad luck on the spawn, I realized that I only had 2 ticks before I was about to get hit by the green ball attack. These 2 ticks could either be used attempting to double eat or teleporting. By the time I clicked my teleport, there was only 1 tick remaining, meaning that I was literally 0.6 seconds away from dying. Yikes. Needless to say, after that very, very near-death experience, I decided it'd probably be a good idea to stop doing Theater of Blood for the day. That being said, I didn't reach 50 KC this week, but I am at 47, which is very close. However, we did still accomplish a crazy amount of stuff this week. We did manage to get 2 major items and major puzzle pieces for the max strength gear. Now, those 2 items were, of course, the Ferocious Gloves and the Bandos Tassets. There are now only 3 things missing, and next week we are going to work on another piece of the puzzle, being the new Neat's Helm. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't hesitate to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to see any of this stuff happening live, make sure you pop over to my Twitch. I do stream usually about 5 days a week, and as you can tell by all the face cam clips, most of the time when I'm streaming, it's the pretty intense stuff on the account. So if you want to see some of the cool, interesting moments happening live, that would definitely be the place to go. Regardless, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time when we grind out the new Best in Slot Strength Helmet.
Baby, but you know I never will. No, so I choke you.